Good afternoon. It is Thursday. It's the 12th of October 2023. It's 2 o'clock and I am Sam from Crafty. How's your day going? Just for a change, I'll wait till my other tech catches up. My other tech, who do I think I am? It's just my computer. So what I'm hoping it's going to do is catch up so that we can use some of this loveliness. So as and when you get here, give us a little, I don't know, a little wave, a little thumbs up. Whichever, whatever, potato, however you feel. This is my little white Dina journal, and these are the look at them. They are so gorgeous. Like, they are so gorgeous. So we've got the new Dina Wakley media glosses. We've got Tubular, Bodacious, Stoked, Legit, Gnarly and Radical. Green, purple, pink, blue, yellow and orange to the normal, you know, the standard folk. But Dina gets to call these things whatever she likes because she's fabulous. Yeah, that's it. The great thing about these is, and I know Bev showed you these, but I'm just excited about them. I've put them in quite a few places. In, you know, I've even started the cover. Oh, what's that? I have no idea. It's wet paint off something, so that's good, isn't it? So yeah, I've started the cover of my journal. I don't know how that's going to finish, but I've just sewed a little page in it. I'm getting excited because I'm sort of, while I'm talking, I'm getting towards the end of this journal, and and it's different all the way through, but I'm just starting to feel like the cover is going to need done. I love that one. The cover is going to need done soon. So I thought, if I'm not so keen on that one, the cover is going to need done soon. I will get to the end of this sentence. And these take a little bit to dry when you're trying to layer them up. So I thought, well, I'll do a little bit, keep going. So I've got a page there. I've got these two. And these, I'll probably paint over that. Sally Holmes, hello. And then these, I've just sewed this one for us to sort of play with. So I'm nearly there. But I thought, oh, I wonder what they'll do on the cover, because this is smooth. The paper in this journal is really heavily textured. So that's going to react differently. I've put them, sorry, let me just grab some bits, in my big craft journal. That's them straight onto the paper with no gesso. Now, this is so porous. Like, that was a horrible noise. But do you know what I mean? Like, it sucks all the moisture out of the media. So I like to gesso in here. And you can get clear gesso and whatever. But I just thought I would show you how it looks if you go straight onto the craft. What would have been good... Hello, Maxine. What would have been good if I'd have done some clear gesso to show you the difference. Let's schedule that in for 2 weeks' time. So as long as we're all happy, we're gonna lay some of this down in here. So like I said, this has been gessoed with my Dina white gesso. Sorry for the juggling. I can actually juggle, just obviously not gesso bottles. So it's different to, where is one? It's different to the gloss sprays because it's gloss and it's not a spray. The formula is the same. So this one says media gloss spray. Now these are going to be available at some point if you have these and you want to turn them into these. So let me tell you about it. Media gloss is an opaque acrylic medium that dries to a glossy finish. Use in media journals, on chipboard shapes, media board, on whatever you like. It doesn't say that, but I do. Glosses are water soluble when wet, but permanent when dry. That is absolutely true. So if you drop it on this, it's going to dry on there. It's going to dry shiny, but it's going to dry, and that's where it's going to stay. It may irritate your eyes. I don't suggest you put it in your eyes at all because that would be daft. So avoid contact with the eyes. And in case of eye contact, immediately flush with plenty of water. Basically, don't put it in your eyes. But that's not why we have it. We don't have it for our eyes. We have it for this. So I think, sorry, I didn't finish telling you. So they've got these little droppers on them. So we can use those for writing with, if we want. We can use them for just dropping the gloss straight onto the page. We can put it into our palettes. Sorry. We can put it into our palettes and then maybe water down the colour and use it to paint with. There's lots of ways of using it. I probably won't use it in any of those ways. I like to sort of, what's the word? Fly by the seat of my pants. But essentially what we're going to do just for a little minute is we're going to get some colour in the background there. Now I am going to try, we're going to start with pink. I'm going to grab a spready thing. I'm sure that has a real name. Now they've got, I can't make you see that. There is, you can probably hear it. There is a little ball bearing in there. And that is so that when we shake it, let me see if that one's still got some. Can you see the colour mix just sort of stays at the bottom? So the bearing's in there to get it moving. Do you know, my screen in front of me just did a real slow-mo move. I don't even know if you're all still here. Let's get those out of the way. So, I need a little wedge of some sort. Oh well, be fine. So, take that out. Squeeze the pipette. Is this my favourite shade of pink? Stoked. I love it. I love it. It's just gorgeous. So there's only a few drops there. And with the back of this manky spready tool, I'm just going to scrape it across. And I'm going to go a bit up there and a bit down there. And hopefully it's going to take... Now, remember me saying about how textured this paper was. So, if you remember, it says on the back, it's opaque. But that's only if you leave it entirely still. Okay? So, now we've spread that out. Now, this stuff, you shouldn't... They don't like you to force dry it. Now, because I've spread it out a little, which we're going to do again, we can encourage it dry. Now, if you have the gloss sprays, you will have seen that they will resist each other. We're just going to give that a little encourage because I want to use those two, I think, and then layer them on top. So I'm not going to completely dry it because I do want it to interact with the other colours. Okay? So, let's go for some bodacious. I don't think I have the right to use that word. Like, I don't think it's for me. But it is just... And the underlying colour with this purple, it's a real pinky purple. The other great thing is you don't have to, because these haven't got sprays on, you don't have to worry about sending the sediment up the squeezy, no, not the squeezy, the spray tube. I might just be quiet for a minute because I seem to have lost my words. So, risk it for a biscuit on that side. I'm not sure what that's going to do. So, with me saying spready outy, and just like to drag that colour just a bit. And you see how these last sort of bits of colour, like I want all of them. I don't want... The more we spread this out, the quicker it can dry. The quicker it can dry, the quicker we can put some other stuff on it. Yeah. So again, it's just a little encourage because it's so spread out. I'm in a very well ventilated area. I'm in the conservatoire, which is where I always am. I don't know why I told you that. Now, obviously, if you leave this, it might not be obvious. I shouldn't have said that. Can you see my prep I've done? Because watching me cut all those out would not have been fun, would it? We've got a little... See, now look. Now, if you leave this in a little pool, so if you just do a little drop, that will take a lot longer to dry. Obviously, the thinner any medium is, the quicker it dries. Rachel Whitehorn, good afternoon. Oh, I don't know whether to put the blue on. I'm worried I'm going to ruin it. In for a penny. What do I say? We can paint over it if you don't like it. I'm not going to put as much on though. And I'm going to keep the blue to sort of a little bit in the middle, but then, yeah. So a little bit in the middle. Oh, it looks quite nice on there. Bit there. Bit there. Now, you may or may not have noticed that every time I put the next colour on, it's less than the one before. So that's a real... Sorry if that noise is not pleasing to you. So we are really going to spread that out. See, and it's a really quite... What's the blue called? Legit. Oh, I'm not cool at all. We need more though. So, you know, make it legit. Legit. God. So we'll come on. Now the great thing is I think they are highlight. No, Lynn, we don't do that, do we? There's no time frame shaming going on. See, look how cool that is. You can still see the other colours underneath, which I like. Now, if you don't have a scrapey thing, I'm aware they have a name, but it's gone out of my head at the moment. And the last time I used the wrong name for something, it stuck, and now everybody I know calls them that thing. You know? So what have you been making today, you guys? Oh, late for the beginning. It's alright, I was just waffling. If you can imagine. I know, take the leap. So, as you mostly all know, do you all know, I am a lover of the white space. Now, if you're working in a black journal, that doesn't mean you can't call it white space. It just, essentially it means negative space. But because a lot of the journals originally were white, waffling is good, it's your language. Yeah. That's why we're such good friends. Sorry, I should have left them laid down so you can see the names. I keep getting a flash of green on my screen. I don't know what it is or why it's doing it, so I'm very sorry. Here endeth this sermon. Now, I've got the big circle easy frame there. I've just put it out of the way. Now, the reason I had that is I wasn't sure if I was going to do this page or if I was going to do that. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to do this. So, what I had been preparing... Where's the actual set of stamps gone? I know you don't have the answer for me. Aha. There they are. Journaling Essentials 2. Quite frankly, this set of stamps, no flashing there, green or otherwise. Excellent. It's just me then. So, Journaling Essentials number 2. This is potentially the best set of stamps on my desk at the moment. Caroline, did I say hello? I hope I said hello. I think I did. If I didn't, I'm sorry and hello. So I prepped for today because I wasn't sure which colours I was going to use, and I love them. So I've got all these. I did do the others as well, but I just didn't get around to cutting them out. Look. Now, the great thing about these is the colours all sort of tie in with these. They are gorgeous. The colours all tie in with these. They're Distress Oxide colours. And to match these guys, this is just so you know. Again, it's just me waffling for a minute. To go with the Radical, I chose Carved Pumpkin. To go with the Stoked, I chose picked raspberry, sorry. Bodacious. I chose Wilted Violet. For Tubular, I chose Twisted Citron. For Gnarly, I went for Squeezed Lemonade. That's not the right one. And for Legit, I went for Prize Ribbon. Because I thought the colours just tied in well. So they're the ones I used. And that's just so you know what I did these colours with. Take them back out of the way now. So if you are stamping onto this surface, as I said earlier, it's really textured. Now, that can be a good thing and a bad thing. It depends what you're trying to do and the look you're trying to achieve. But if you want a really clear, crisp image, then the best thing for you to use, I'm looking around for it and I can't see it, is the Be Crafty stamping tissue. Literally had it here. I don't know what's happening to my life today. I'm just glad you're here. Ow. Sorry. No, that's not it. The stamping tissue. Where have I put it? That was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? I actually put something away. Anyway, the stamping tissue is great. You stamp on it and then using your matte medium, it essentially just melts onto the page. Now, obviously it doesn't melt, but it just becomes so translucent that whatever you've stamped, it gives you a really clear image, lands straight on top of there. Boom, you're away. I'm just going to very, very quickly, not go far from where I'm sat, but just to see if I can see what I did with it, because I wanted to show you. Oh, honestly. Aha! That was a sound of success, by the way. Here we are. Heroes in a half shell. Total power. I remember. So this is your stamping tissue. This is available to you in sheets. Oh, it's everywhere. In packs of, sorry, I'm really sorry. Packs of 3 or 6 sheets. They're quite large, as you can see. And if I just place that, obviously there's nothing stamped on it at the moment. But if you look straight over there, do you know what? Why don't we use it? There we go, rip a bit off. That bit'll do. Which sentiments have I got on either side? Nothing there. Nothing there. We can go cray and use whatever we like. Oh, here's an idea. So, let's put that to over there. You can tell we're veering off on a tangent, can't you? Does that fit the entire width of there? Yes, it do. So I've grabbed these. My Asemic Splats. Now, if you don't have this stamp, you could do the Asemic writing with a pen if you wanted. Completely up to you. My chair has developed Bev's squeak. And that's because, I don't know whether you were here last week when I was supporting Bev's live here, and the wheel fell off my chair. So I'm currently using one of my dining room chairs, which doesn't have wheels. But it does have a squeak. We can't have it all, apparently. So if I were to stamp this on a page, it would be really textured, which is absolutely fine if that's the look you want. I wonder if that might look better that way. Yes, I think it would. Okay. I was going to try and put the lid on my acrylic block there. That didn't work out quite so well for me, did it? So, do I want a straight edge? She says, let's just give it a quick waft, because that new ink pad of mine is very, very juicy. Look, you can see how juicy it is because it's stamped straight through. Okay, let's put that back up there. Now, I'm not going to tear the edges because, like I say, it's going to melt away anyway. I'm just going to slice myself a bit. Take that out the way. Bring the journal back. So, that's going to go across there. And this, yes, is absolutely me talking to myself. Let's grab... So this is matte medium. Let's grab that. Over the top. Sorry, I've gone quiet. It's a concentration thing. And that is how to get a crisp stamped image on this style of paper. And now we've brought some black into it, haven't we? But that's okay. So, if I take just the purple and pink, I'm now trying to decide. Now I've already changed the plan, you see. I've got to work out how I want this to play. And because there's a bit of medium on there, I can just sort of have a go at sort of sticking them there and see how I like it. That one doesn't want to stay where I think I want it. It's funny, isn't it? When we're using our art journals, I don't know about you guys, but I have sort of grand and great ideas about how I think I'm going to want something to look. Very rarely, I'm just grabbing Journal Art Elements 3 and the stamp I want's not there. That might have happened last time, actually. I wonder where I've put that. Well, that's irritating, isn't it? That's okay, find a different one. So off the Dancing Daisy, I've grabbed this. I'm going to grab this guy. Now this goes back to me saying how you don't get a crisp image on this. Well, I might have actually stuck those down now. The decision's been made. That's where they're going. And I'm going to need to put those back quickly now, because they think they live there. Where's that medium gone? I'll grab the squeezy one. I like it when we sort of accidentally make decisions like that. You know, oh, you put it there on a sticky bit and that's it now. It lives there. So I'll grab this guy. Now what I was going to do with that is just put some little half circles there. Now I can lift that to the side and do that. So I'm just going to grab a less inky ink pad, which is often the exact opposite of what we want, isn't it? So I'm just going to pop that on my fingers. Just pick that up there. Oh, the blue one doesn't mind moving. There we go. Oop. Craft live, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Right, so there we go. That's that one. And I think the thing is, when you pop stuff down, if it moves or it doesn't land where you originally first thought, or if it completely adheres itself and makes your decision for you, kind of almost like they just did, just go with it. It is very much a case of whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So now we need a little something in the middle, which is I would say quite naturally going to be a sentence. So I have mixed messages 1 and 4. Now I'm quite taken with, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Mixed messages. I love these. Now, I'm just going to sit that on there. We're just going to recite the blue one a little. Now let's find our stamping tissue again. I'm literally just going to rip a piece off. She says. But if I keep ripping, that's just going to be way too long. Because again, so if I was to try and stamp this on its own, it wouldn't be legible because this is so textured. I'll maybe show you in a bit there. On a different page that I'm going to paint over. So we'll just pop that to there. Grab it. Oh, there was room on there for a bit, look, wasn't there? Let's just do that then. Sorry, don't know what the sound effect was. I mean, quite frankly, look at that. For how sort of crisp it stamps. Oh, I've put me... Never mind. Just want to see how it's going to fit there. Gorgeous. Would it be better up there? Oh, dilemma. At the bottom. At the bottom. At the bottom. Why would I have considered anything else? Funny story. This paintbrush has fallen apart. Sorry, I'd veered off the loving this and the ah, thank you, darling. So the first bit I've got to get right is over there. And then just make sure it's, oh, hi. Make sure it's straight-ish. And can you see how it sort of melts into the background? You can't see where the tissue was. You've got a great stamped image. And everything looks nice. Now, it is missing something. And that something is a bit of something white. If you were my knife, where would you be? This will teach me for tidying up, won't it? This is me tidied, by the way. Which is, you know, quite funny. How can I lose a knife on my own desk? I bet one of those boys has had it, haven't they? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We will just make sure that's pushed into the spine. And you can't see it anyway. So there you go. Now, I wonder if I need something just on. Yes. You know what this calls for? The photo box. Alright, what's in here? More importantly, what's in here that's not coloured in? Because I think we'll be hard pushed to find something that's in the right colours. And I think we'll be also hard pushed to find something that I can remember exactly where it's from. Oh no, that looks weird. Thank you, Rachel. They're like little rosettes, aren't they? Right, you are going to be the deciders. Do you think with or without? Because I actually can't tell right now. I'm using the screen to look at them to see how they look. And I'm not sure whether it actually requires them. I'm still here, I'm just thinking. Caroline said with. There it is. Okay. So let's just grab them. Oh, Sally doesn't think it needs them. Oh, now what do I do? I can't tell. and one without. Right, I tell you what, why don't we just leave that for a second? I'll pop some colour on them because they're going to have to match-ish, aren't they? And then, yeah, see, that's, yeah. Let's do that and see what the feels are. Yeah? Is that a decent compromise? Now it's about selecting the perfect paintbrush. Does such a thing exist? Well, let's go with the pink first. Now, as you know, nothing is going to be very precise with me on this. Because precise is just not the life for me. I'm a fan of ish. Do you know what I mean? You know when you have that sort of, yeah, ish. Like, does that fit? Well, ish. I desperately don't want them to be the same. So now we start mixing colours to get them to sort of half match. Hello Karen, how are you? We could do with a little bit of a cloth situation. Well, that went well, didn't it? Then I'm just going to dry them so that I can pop some sort of little white Posca dots on there and stuff. Okay, so let's just take another look. See, they kind of get a little bit lost now, don't they? Right. That's still a bit tacky, by the way. Let's take those back off there because I now have a tacky finger. That sounded weirder than I meant. Now again, I don't follow the lines that are on the stamps. I just put them where I think they might need them. Because it is just a highlight. It's not... I'm not trying to change the makeup of the stamp. I'm just trying to sort of regain. Watch the start later. Like I say, first 2 or 3 minutes, as usual, Karen, is just me waffling. So just when you get a minute, you know. Right. Right, now we can decide. I had some dinkables. Well, I've got lots of things. I just don't know. I just don't know where any of them are. And I thought, I won't lie, I thought I'd done a not bad job of preparing myself today. Here we are. I'm wondering if we just need some white to join those up, to tie that in, and then it's done. What do you reckon? Like just the neat, kind of neat, just a little line of dots across the middle there. Humour me, if you will. Oh, well, you don't really have a choice, do you? Like, we just got to go with it. Oh, that's grit paste, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. And I'm just going to take a little bitty amount, okay? And then it's got to join in a straight line. Well, it hasn't got to, but that's what I would like it to do. Across to there. Yay or nay? I mean, it's on there now. I could get it off if I wanted to. I'm not gonna. But like, if you didn't like it, I would prefer to know. Right. So then we bob these little doohickeys back on there, and voila, we are done. Probably could have done with them a little bit further up. Could I? Anyway, it is where it is now. And they're going to... Oh. It's a good job you're here. That might have made me do a baddie. And that's going to go on there. I'm going to put the lid onto my collage medium. And we're all going to live happily ever after. Because that, ladies and just ladies today, is it. It's done. It's done. No more. Step away. There is paint everywhere. And, well, gesso and grit paste. It's everywhere. But thank you for indulging me again on this strange Thursday. The weather's strange. Now, I do believe there is another live coming up later on today, but I can't remember what it is because I am a terrible human. But whoever it is, please join in with them and interact with their posts as you have done with this one. I will get it over onto YouTube soon as I can. But thank you for sticking with me. I very do like it. Have a lovely afternoon, darlings. Take care. Bye.